everyone, I'm Lexi. I'm a part-time reseller and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you all about PosherVA. Okay, so I thought a fun topic for today would be my sharing service or bot that I use called PosherVA. I'm going to screen record basically their website and then how the actual extension works. I love it. Just a little background. Prior to PosherVA, I did use an actual like virtual assistant service that shared for me. It was very, very expensive and it did not have as many features as PosherVA. And it took me a really long time to switch over because I was terrified of using a bot, because if you don't know, bots are technically not allowed on Poshmark. So what, you're probably like, I don't even know what you're talking about. So what this bot, or this, it's a Chrome extension, does is that it shares your closet for you. And then a lot of other features which we'll talk about. But as you know, sharing your closet is a huge, like absolute must do on Poshmark to get sales. Because the default way that Poshmark is set up is that whenever someone searches, it defaults to the most recently shared items. So if you haven't shared your items in 2 days, 30 days, whatever, they're never going to see them because other people have shared their items and that's what's going to be at the top of the feed. So sharing is super, super important. I did not see consistent sales on Poshmark until I started using prior to this, when I used the VA who shared my closet, and then when I started using this. Like, if I don't use these sharing services, I was not seeing consistent sales. And honestly, part of that is my fault because I personally wasn't sharing my closet enough. But even if I wanted to share my closet 3 times a day, that is nothing compared to how many times my closet is shared a day using this program. I also want to talk about using a bot versus not using a bot and like the repercussions. So yes, technically using a bot is not allowed on Poshmark. However, all of the big ones, all the big resellers, they use bots. That's the only way for it to work. So if they were to go and start shutting down closets because of this, they would shut down a crazy amount, like an enormous amount of closets they'd be shutting down, and that's what's making them money. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. I honestly don't know anybody who has had their closet shut down because of a bot, and I know a lot of people. I follow a lot of people on Instagram that use bots, and I think if you're using it responsibly and you're not doing like your whole closet shared every minute or something, I think you'll be fine. It was a fear I had as well, but I got over it and now I love it. Let's get to it. Okay, so we're gonna start out with their website so we can talk more about their features and everything. So PosherVA.com. A great thing about them as well is that you can try it for free. It doesn't even require you to put in your credit card. Like, it is legitimately free. It's not like a subscription that you then have to cancel, and it's a 14-day trial, no risk. You can see if you like it, see if it works for you. So that's a good thing. Let's just look at the pricing before we get into all of the features. Alright, so as you can see, they have a free forever, you never need a credit card, but it only has you doing 200 shares a day. For like my closet, that's not even half. It shares to parties, to followers, it'll share continuously, control the sharing speed, all those different things, right? Now, for $25 a month, and then it's like, I was paying $125 a month with my other sharing service, so $25 a month, you get unlimited daily shares. Unlimited. And then it's the same thing of sharing to your followers, sharing to parties, sharing continuously if you wanted it to. You can also schedule your sharing by time, which I will show you. And then you have the bulk offer to likers, which is a great feature. I haven't used it a whole lot. I haven't played around with all of the features, to be honest. Like the relist and delist on here, that is a new feature, and I have not tried that because I use relist and delist with Vendu, so I don't even know if how that works on here. There's the bulk price drop, which now that Poshmark has their own bulk price drop, it's not super special. And then they have like returns for shares and follows, which I really like. Control your sharing speed, randomize share times if you wanted, reverse sharing so you can keep the order of your closet if you're super particular about that. It solves the CAPTCHA. That's awesome. And then unlimited unfollows, and hopefully they're working right now on a mobile version. So that's what comes with $25 a month. And then if you just want to pay like once a year, you will save $50 by just paying $250 for a year. So I did the 25 month to month currently. Then just to go to their frequently asked questions, there is no mobile device yet, but they are working on it. See, it says if you follow the tips that we outlined about automation, so they probably give you some tips, but I haven't even looked at them, to be honest. You cannot use it in a Safari browser. It is only for Google Chrome, so that might be like a no-go for you, but it's easy to download, easy and free to download a Google Chrome extension. It does solve all the CAPTCHA pop-ups, so let's go ahead and take a look at what it actually looks like. Now, what I'm going to show you on here is actually not the one I use, because the one caveat that I am not happy with, and that it does bother me, but luckily I have a setup to where it doesn't affect me personally, but it might be like a no-go for you, is for it to work, your computer has to be awake. So your computer or your laptop always has to be up and on and awake. It cannot go to sleep, it cannot be turned off, because then that extension does not work. Okay, so I have a completely different computer setup that is always on, and that is where my actual PosherVA works from, but I do have it on this laptop that I'm showing you. I just don't run it off of this. Okay, so like my schedule and everything isn't correct on here like it is on like my other laptop. So anyway, so this is my Poshmark. This is actually my closet, right? So then you go over here to this little puzzle piece, and it goes to extensions, and there it is, Poshmark, PosherVA, click that. And so this is what it actually looks like. So the first one, the first little tab is share. So you can choose the type of sharing, okay? So if you want to do it to followers, if you want to do it to the Posh Party, which is basically just to the current Posh Party. And then E and L is the edit next list method. I don't know why people do that, maybe, I don't know, but that's another way. And then you can share items from your own closet, right? Or if you have like a friend you want to share their closet, you can go to their page and it'll share their closet. Pretty cool, huh? So there's a sharing speed. So I stick to medium, and it tells you how many seconds, right? And then number of items. If you put 0, it shares all of them. I just leave it at 0. Share only available items, of course. Reverse sharing order, which means that it's going to share it and it's going to stay in the order that you have your closet in. Like I said, a lot of people like that. Or you could randomize it, which you don't know what kind of order it'll be. And then if a party is going on, it'll share those items to the party that are eligible. Or you could just do continuous sharing, where your closet is just constantly being shared. I don't do that one because I'm worried about it being flagged as a bot. So what I do is I schedule. So you would press schedule, and then you would choose a random, whatever time, and then you could click every day at this time, and then you schedule it, and that's how it would work. I have 13 schedules, so about once an hour, and then one time during the day. I do it twice during an hour, and I think it's in the evening, because that's when most people, shop. So that's how the sharing works. And when it's going, like it says idle right now, but when it's going, it'll say active, and it'll show you in the activity log here what item has been shared. So then they have the follow tab. I have used this one as well. You can set the daily limit to whatever you want, but they recommend lower than 6K. I don't do this too often, but maybe like once a week, once every 2 weeks, I'll come through and I'll do some follows. So you can either just follow new people, so you can choose a number of fresh closets or a number of just joined and add those, and it'll just randomly pick people that just joined in fresh closets for you to follow. And then the follow from page. So how I use this is I will pull up my followers page. So like here it says I have 53K followers. I'll pull that page up and then I'll do follow from the page, and it'll follow people that are already following me. So that's the follow. Then we have actions tab. This has some really cool stuff, and I haven't used all of it. So the offer watcher is one that I definitely use, and this is basically where it's going to send an offer to likers for every like, depending on your settings. So an offer delay, choose how long after the offer, you choose how long after the person likes the item that they get an offer, whatever you want your percentage off for the offer. Flexible shipping basically means it depends on the item price, and you have to edit it, so you can do the parameters here. I don't do flexible shipping. I always only offer the $5.95 shipping, but you could offer any of these. And then you could also do it by minimal net earnings, so like you don't want to send out something if you're only going to make 5 cents or something, right? And then you can also exclude things that were listed in the last maybe 2 or 3 days or week, however you would like to do it. And then you can also exclude new with tags and boutique items. I love this feature. It is so nice to just be going about your day and you get a notification that someone accepted your offer. So send bulk offers is something that I've actually never used on here, but it is here. Like I said, the reason I haven't used it is because I have that offer watcher, so it automatically sends out offers, but this is definitely something you can use. Bulk price updating, like I said, I haven't used this because Poshmark has its own, but this is here for you to use. I like the activity returner a lot. I will run this maybe once every week, once or every 2 weeks, and basically what it does is you pick a date range. Like, let's say I would pick yesterday to today, okay? And I can choose whatever speed I want, and I can decide if I want to return shares, follows, both, and then number of shares per closet. And so within that date range, whoever has followed me or shared anything in my closet, I will return. I will follow them, and I will share some from their closet. I love that. Like I said, here's relist, delist. I have never tried it. It's definitely something I want to try now. I didn't even know that was something. You can even raise the item's price as you do it, so that could definitely be a cool little tool if you figure out how to use it. Yeah, and then you have the activity log, which of course shows you what has been happening. Options, like you can put a sharing limit if you want to put a sharing limit. Continuous delay, that's if you're doing the continuous, which I don't do. You can actually choose to share not for sale, and then reverse is default. Yeah. And then you can decide in the last 24 hours versus resetting at midnight, and the last one is stats. So it's shared over 3,000 shares today. They've sent 7 offers, and then if you look at the bottom, it has solved 6 captchas, and I have the limit at 28.5, and I don't even know why. I think it's never gone more than that. Anyway, and then, you know, you have your own information here. So that is it. That is PosherVA. Alright, so I hope that was helpful. I hope you learned a lot about PosherVA and why it is so important and why it's so easy and very cost effective. Like I said, I did not see any kind of consistent sales in my Poshmark closet until I started sharing a lot. And so, like I said, I share my closet 13 times a day. And I have about 350 items in there right now. Usually I have about 500, and it was still sharing it 13 times a day. So this was not sponsored by PosherVA whatsoever. They have no idea I'm making this video. I am an affiliate, so if you do use the link that I'm going to put in the description to sign up, I will get a very small kickback, or whatever you want to call it, a little bit of compensation, which goes to pay for my monthly subscription, and that's it. But please don't feel like you need to do that. You can totally just go type in PosherVA.com and get yourself set up. But I think this is a great tool. You know, if you're that small, maybe you don't need it. Maybe you're sharing it enough. However, what is $25 a month to get stupid amount of shares? And plus all the other things. Like I said, it is so nice whenever you are just going about your day and someone accepts your offer that you didn't even send. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked this video, comment below, and subscribe if you haven't. I will see y'all next time. Bye.